Welcome to Grown Men Chopping It Up. It's your boy J.R. Rada, and I'm here with my ace,
Carrie. I say Carrie with a K. This is a safe place for grown-ups to have a grown-up after dark talk.
We'll give you a second to tuck the kids into bed, because this is 21 and no. 21 and no. Okay, let's get to it.
Today's episode is brought to you by Chicken and Watermelon. That chicken is kicking, the watermelon ain't telling. Take a dip in the pool and jump right the hell in.
Watermelon.
Love it.
Love it. Hey, this show right here, man, this right here, this episode, I'm gonna call this one like I don't know what to call this episode.
Call this episode The Chronic.
Yeah, right, yeah. This. Hold on, I'm trying to use my password to open up this, and it ain't opening.
And it doesn't like you anymore.
Can I do something? Okay. Hey. So, this is So we're gonna start this one off. We finna set this one off. You can hold that because you're gonna have to refer back to it a couple times.
Yeah.
So this episode, this is gonna be the bet. Hey, dudes, strap up. Women, get ready. So I'm finna give y'all some game today.
All right.
So I was listening to one of my favorite podcasts, and they were talking about men and sex toys. And I think in the African American world, there's so many different things when it comes to sex that you guys don't know nothing about. So I want to lace you guys up today. Sex toys have been predominantly for gay men or for lesbian women when it comes to male kind of sex toys and male kind of anatomy objects and things like that.
Yeah.
But one of the things, I think dudes and women, you can take your sex life to the next level with some of these things.
Right.
Now, there's one thing they was talking about. It was called the champ.
Champ is here.
And if you go to, it's called oxballs.com, or Oxballs is the company, OXBALLS. And it's gear, it's kind of made for like the gay,
right?
But straight,
it says pig gear for your rear.
Pig gear for your rear. But we need to get sponsored by them or something. But there's some of this stuff that straight people can use, and there's this one. If you look at, I don't know what you would do with the penetrator.
The hell.
But this is the one I think is kind of interesting right here.
Right.
It's can you read what it's for?
Okay, it's called the penetrator double fucker.
And so it's hard to explain what it is, but it's basically like a cock ring with an extra penis on it.
Yeah.
So it's so the guy, you put it around your penis like a cock ring, and then you have another penis on top of your penis. So that's where you could double penetrate your girl.
Wow. You don't even need a second dude.
No. So she always wanted a threesome. You're like, nah, I got your threesome right here.
I got this.
But if you think about it, if you've been in a long-term relationship or married, and you want to bring some spice to your relationship, dudes, get the double fucker.
Get that double fucker. It's only $68.
It's $68. It's made of this real, crazy plastic or whatever. But you got 2 in 1, and so that's the kind of things that you gotta not be scared to do with your girl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, take her to the next level. Yeah. Pull out some new shit on her, some 2015 shit, 2016, 2000 stuff. You know what I mean? So that's one of the ones I thought, hey, your girl might want to try something different. You want to spice up your wedding anniversary. Pull out the double fucker. Yeah, now there's some other stuff. There's I don't know what that does.
Why would you need triple?
Yeah, and then they got one that's super thick. I mean, looking at the website, it's kind of hard to because it's pretty gay.
Yeah, it's pretty gay.
But some of these things, like cock rings. Have you ever used a cock ring before?
I've used a cock ring more than once.
So if you've used a cock ring before, they got some. They're not like the old ones used to be, where it was like leather and gonna kill you.
Yeah.
They got different ones now that are made of this silicone, really soft, and
Yeah, because that would have helped me because it cut my damn circulation off.
But if you, but see, most guys don't. Most African American men won't admit to ever want to use a cock ring.
Wow.
And so you look at some of these. Look at that. That's silicone.
That's like a ball prisoner.
And that's a ball stretcher. So dudes, if you got little baby nuts, you don't have to keep having little baby nuts. You can get this. They have a ball stretcher where it attaches at the base and it pulls your balls out, and you can slowly stretch your balls out. So you got man nuts.
Wow.
They got light up glow cock rings.
You can do it in the dark.
Where you could, you surprise your girl. You bust out. Bam. You got a glow in the dark go ring, baby. I'm about to hit you like Green Lantern.
That's what I was thinking when I was saying.
Yeah, you can give her the Green Lantern dick. and so then they got another cock ring here. I don't know what that one does.
Wow.
But I mean, like, look at this. You
can have your whole dick ringed up.
Yep, you can do the whole thing. You got
a donut, too fatty, super fat cock ring.
There you go. You can make, if you only have a couple inches, you don't have to. You don't have to keep giving your girl short change.
You can do like them African women, put them rings around your dick and make it longer.
And so they got this one where if you pull, it pulls your balls forward.
Wow. You're
never gonna come. If you got premature ejaculation, they got some cock rings that will stop that.
Wow.
This picture's super.
That is super gay.
It's super gay picture.
You gotta have a strong constitution when you look on the website.
Right, but I'm saying, like, you gotta get over this stuff. This is stuff that's gonna help your relationship. Ball stretchers.
See.
Your penis don't have to look like a little baby penis no more.
I wonder what the benefit to a ball stretcher is. I mean,
as
you get old, they're gonna hang anyhow.
A cock ring with spring-loaded ball stretcher.
Whoa.
It grips your junk with just the right amount of squishy silicone while attaching ball rings tugs down on your nutsack. I don't know.
Maybe we have to talk to someone that's
what
homosexual.
we need to go. No, because you don't have to be gay to use this stuff.
Well, those people have used that already.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I mean, this is their culture. I didn't know nothing about a ball stretcher.
See, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to start opening up yourself to more people. You're on one level of sex. You keep giving your girl that one basic level of sex that any dude that can give that to her.
Yeah.
You're not doing nothing special. Step your game up, man. Bust out in the room with some low ball cock with attached ball stretcher.
Ball stretcher.
I mean, I don't know what the benefit of a ball stretcher is.
You're going to have to look into that.
But, I mean, your girl might appreciate you come in and your balls are stretched.
And they also do say when you're about to nut, your balls draw closer to your body.
Right, and that's what
maybe the ball stretcher just prolongs that.
And that's what the cock ring does. Yeah. It actually, see these way that these are, it goes around the base and it pulls your balls forward. Mm-hmm. So all that blood and everything that's there, it's there. So if you finna put in work, you can put in work. Yeah. You ain't got to worry about premature ejaculation. Ain't nothing happening until you want it to happen.
Yeah, your back will give out before your dick does.
There you go. And this is a separator teardrop. And that's woo. Woo.
It's serious.
Yeah, this is. I mean, like this. We're looking at the website, but I'm saying like some of this stuff. I do think like this right here, this donut too fatty, atomic cock jock.
Why is their language like that? The atomic and cock.
Yeah, the atomic the
atomic cock jock. That is crazy. So I mean, the website I think is geared toward homosexual men, but if you look at it, there's things that you can use too. You know, don't feel like, you know, it's just for those types of people. It's for everybody. Anybody that's interested in, you know, prolonging your ejaculation or whatever it is. Just, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Like, you don't have to be, like narrow-minded. Like, open up your, but I think that the cock rings and the double penetrators and things like that, I think that could add some real spice.
Yeah.
To your they even got electric.
Wow.
They got electric cock rings and some of this.
Wow, it says volt.
Yeah, they got voltage. Well, I don't know that.
I don't know if I want any voltage near my dick.
That's next level stuff.
Adventurous.
Yeah.
That's probably more into the dominatrix slave master thing.
Yeah, I don't know why you would want your dick electrocuted.
Why would you want your dick zapped?
But here we go. Like, here's one of the things too. If you're tired of your dude with the little dick with the little reach, they got a product that's like a sleeve.
Wow.
Where you slide it over your wiener.
Yeah, and it gives you a few more inches.
And it gives you more inches. And on the inside, it's ribbed. So it massages him while he's banging you.
Wow.
And
that's serious stuff.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is next level stuff. 9 inches. So the inner core is 6 inches and the outer core is 9 inches. So if your dude is 6 inches, but you've always wanted 9 inches,
see?
And it's made of a soft, like, hey, how about you read what it does?
And it's only $64, ladies. You know, so make this, put this in your husband's Christmas stocking.
Yeah.
But it's made of modeled after your signature cocksling.
Uh-huh.
So I guess it's made of TPR, which is, I don't know what that is. That's like, you know.
I think it's a really good high level silicone kind of material.
That's pretty. And they say it's non-toxic.
Non-toxic.
And it's phthalate free. Whatever that is.
Huh? Is that? Huh?
Oh, I mean, it has a whole bunch of letters in it. PHTHALATE.
I think that's the chemical in
like condoms or something.
Yeah, that's bad for you.
That's all right. See. Well, you know, its overall length is 9 1/4 inches.
Right.
The inner core is 6, so if your homeboy is a little short, you know what I'm saying? His little 6 can fit in there. The circumference is 6 inches. So, you know.
And it's ribbed on the inside.
It weighs 7 pounds.
I mean, it's about. So something like this is for people who are dating somebody who maybe don't measure up.
Right.
And on the inside, it's ribbed, so while he's moving, it's like he's getting, jerked off.
Yeah.
And then you're getting the extra length that you desire. And it comes in colors, too. It's pink, white, there's blue, there's a black one. Orange. And then even if you're by yourself, fellas, and like you said, if you're training yourself about jerking off, you can use this. It looks like you can use that.
Put it in your own Christmas stocking.
You
know what I'm saying?
But
while your girl's away?
Yeah, I think it's called a cock
a cock sheath and cock extender.
Yeah. I don't know what would you do with that?
It's a ram penetrator. Whoa.
Wait.
Okay, it said ram his hole sloppy. Whoa.
So then they have another one. Whoa. Some of these are pretty extreme.
Yeah.
So you may not want to deal with all of them. But like that first one doesn't seem like it's bad. So I'm just saying these are different things that you can do to spice up your sex life.
Yeah.
You don't have to be in the basic thing.
Right. You don't have to be missionary all the time.
Right. I mean, there's these websites. There's like a whole world out there that I think a lot of people are scared or don't even know how to get started. I never knew anything about it, but the podcast that I like to listen to, they were interviewing these guys who make this stuff, and I was like, dude, my listeners need to know how to take this shit to the next level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They need to know what a muscle cut sheath by Atomic Jock is all about. Flex your muscle and fucking the new cool cock extender. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
They need that kind of stuff in their life.
See, that's it. That's it. As we always say, it's going to help somebody.
Yeah, I'm trying to help somebody today.
That's amazing.
So you didn't even know anything about this.
No,
you
I
didn't
didn't.
even know the new technology with cock rings.
Right.
Like last time I seen a cock ring, it was leather. It had a buckle in there, and I thought my balls were gonna die.
Yeah, the one I used was metal. It was steel, as a matter of fact. I mean, I couldn't wait to get that damn thing.
Yeah, so now you don't even have to do that. You could have, there's made of this really soft material.
Wow.
And you just pop it in and go to work.
See, yeah, my girl, she says, we'll get into that stuff later on. She doesn't mind.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. When you got a willing partner, you don't know how far it could go.
Yeah, go anywhere.
Yeah. So that's it. And my iPad died, so I'll be freestyling the rest of this.
Well, my next topic isn't, you won't learn as much as that, but you know what I'm saying? It's only about if you work with your spouse, will it work? I mean, I feel kind of, like mine doesn't add up to that.
Hey, man, we got to step our game up.
So, working with your spouse, pros and cons. I feel like, Dr. Phil over there.
You feel like you coming on after Michael Jackson?
Yeah, he just dunked and shit. I'm sitting there like, oh, well, I'm going to talk about science.
Yeah, let's get into this.
But yeah, working with your spouse. The pros and cons. Now, some people work with their spouse at my job. They work together. They've been together for a lot of years. It works for a lot of people. But I guess some people use certain things in order to make it work better for them. Like, one of the things is physical distance is important. Like, make sure you have your lunch hours separate and things like that, or even that you work in different departments or different divisions. Now, if you're sitting at a cubicle and they're right next to you, or you can talk to them all day, that may or may not be a good thing. Now, it's a good thing if you guys have a wonderful relationship and you work at a job that's fun, it's fast-paced or whatever else. But if your job is boring and you're boring each other to death sitting across from each other, that can be a risk. The next thing is there's a financial risk that they say of putting all your financial eggs in one basket, which is working for the same company. Let's say that company starts laying off people and both y'all ass get laid off. Now, it's a bad idea in that case. But if it's a financially solvent company, then and you both work there, what if one of y'all get fired? And how you gonna feel about, oh, they let my girl go, but they didn't let me go, or they let my dude go, but they didn't let me go. This might be a little tension at home, which leads me into the next thing. Food and family at a dinner table. If you work together with your spouse or your significant other, don't talk about work, because they already know what happened at work. You can't share nothing new that was there. If you're not working with your spouse, then they say, how's your day? You tell them something that they haven't heard. They ain't heard how your day was. They don't know what happened. They don't know what's her name in accounting got caught cheating with the dude down the street. So if you work with your spouse, don't go into talking about work at the dinner table, because y'all both work together. You ain't got to worry about it. But most of the time, it's okay to work with your spouse,
right?
If you get along and you guys share a lot of things in common. Mm-hmm. So just those three things. Physical distance is important. Make your lunch hours separate. It can be a financial risk if the company goes belly up and everybody gets terminated or laid off. And don't talk about work at the table.
What about taking lunch together?
Well, if you work together already, I was saying, like, if you at a cubicle and they're at the cubicle next to you and y'all work. I mean, you may want to take lunch at the same time,
right?
To ease the tension or whatever, but you might not. You might get tired of looking upside his head.
But you shouldn't be with somebody you get tired of, right?
No, you shouldn't. Definitely not. You shouldn't be with nobody you get tired of looking at. Because, I mean, I've been with people I've been tired of looking at. It's actually happened where, you know, I be getting off work and I come home, sit in front of the parking lot for about an hour and hope she's asleep when I go in. that happened for a long time. And most of the time I waited for 2 hours just to be sure. I wait till the bedroom light went off and I go in there and sleep in the living room.
Wow.
And she wouldn't know what time I got in because I didn't go to bed. I didn't come to bed. I stayed in the living room.
It's horrible.
Yeah. It was. It was terrible. But, you know, that's the relationship I had to get out of. To be able to appreciate another one.
Do you think that, so you think that it's okay for people to work together, or you don't like the idea? What do you personally feel?
I personally feel it's okay. Because then it makes it so, I mean, a lot of romance happens at work. I mean, you know, people be having a work wife or work husband. Happens all the time. Now, if you work with your special person or your spouse, then your real spouse is your work spouse too. So you're doing all right. You can save a lot of bullshit. I don't mind it.
But sometimes if you don't work with your spouse, like you miss them. What do you think about absence make the heart go fonder?
That's true for some people, but not for me. Mm-hmm. I don't want to miss her. I mean, I feel good just being in the same spaces, or we ain't even gotta be talking, just in the same house. It makes me feel good. I mean, you know, I can go over and give her a kiss or something. Mm-hmm. I like that a lot better.
You don't never like missing her?
Well, I mean, I have to because I go to work every day, so I miss her while I'm at work. And but sometimes she comes to my job and hangs with me, which is always good.
You really sound like one of those people that's gonna kill her and then wear her body in the bed for a year after she's gone.
Place the lotion in the basket. It places the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again.
I'm really confused by you.
I know, like I'm fanatically in love or some shit like that, and then I'm gonna fuck around and kill everybody in the house.
Right, everybody gotta die because she don't love you no more.
Yeah, but that's what's funny too. People get in relationships, new relationships, and they feel like this new relationship is the best thing since sliced bread, and it happens to a lot of people. And a lot of times it is. It's way better than their last one, and you feel like, you know, singing on the rooftops that this house is clean. That, you know, this is the best thing going. So it's important.
And that's where you're at right now.
I'm there, and it's been a couple of years. We've been together for a few years, and we will remind each other every now and then that I'm not tired of you yet. And it's something that just we say, like, in this time, I'd usually be tired of a person looking upside their head by now. I'd be like, God damn, it's you again. Every time I wake up, I see you. You know, it's like I usually at this point be tired, and she feels the same way.
And you're not tired yet?
No, I ain't. I'm like Kevin Gates. I ain't tired. I don't get tired.
He also was having sex with his cousin.
Yeah, that's crazy. What's wrong with that dude? Something wrong with him.
Hey, so since my iPad came back, I'm back with more sex shit.
Yeah.
So the last couple parts, real quick, I wanted to go over before my iPad dies again. But I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm so excited about this. So about the men's sex toys. The other thing that women can do, or a man can do, or whatever, that really feels good to men is that if you're having sex doggy style, she takes her vibrator. Men, you got to stop being scared of vibrators. She takes her vibrator and put it on her clit while you're hitting it from the back. What happens is, as her clit gets stimulated, her muscles inside of her vagina will vibrate, which is vibrating on your dick. So you get the vibration of the vibrator, plus her muscles are spasming inside her pussy.
Wow.
So it's a win-win.
It might make you bust, too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dude, stop being scared of the toys. When you guys get ready to have sex, you should pull out a bag of shit.
Like Felix the cat.
But yeah, so have her hit a doggy style, have her put her vibrator on her clit, and you just sit back. And so and then especially when she gets ready to have an orgasm, you're gonna feel all that clutching and gripping on your dick. The other one I want to ask you about is sex dolls. Have you ever had sex with a sex doll?
No, not yet. I've seen some pretty good ones in
They got like realistic ones now.
Yeah, I'd probably I'd have a sex with a pocket pussy before I did a sex doll. Those pocket pussies seem pretty tight.
I've seen one that was like one of the sex girls like porn girls, they made a bust of her booty and her vagina.
Yeah,
and you can buy it.
Yeah, those seem pretty tight. Now, a whole sex doll, not the way I generally saw them, but the ones they're making in Japan seem really lifelike. Mm-hmm. And they're like, the skin is made of a special polymer or whatever, and they seem to be doing, they're making leaps and bounds in sex dolls. But not that I need one, but they'd like to be an experiment.
What about with how adventurous are you? Like, would you do like role playing?
Yeah.
What about being tied up?
Well, even like now, I shaved all the hair off my chin. And when I didn't tell her when I did, I just did it one night, and then she woke up, I had no hair on my chin. And she looked at me kind of like, wow, you look different. And I said, well, so we came up with this thing called the stranger. But since I look different, that it would almost seem like she's having sex with a different person because I didn't have no beard. So we had fun with it. I think we'd be really into role playing and things like that. And the only thing I say off limits for sex with me is nothing's going in my ass. I mean, under no circumstances you putting something in my ass.
But you've never tried anything in your ass. How do you know you might not like it?
I mean, the doctor put his finger in my ass. It was very uncomfortable.
Now, when he put the finger in his ass, did he hand you a drink first?
Did I have a cigarette after? I mean, he could have gave me some warning, I don't know what he was doing back there.
Was he holding you by your shoulders?
Did he have a smile on his face?
Because that wasn't
the doctor's office. It was all fake. It's a cookbook.
So the last thing is, for men with sex toys, it's a prostate massager. So it's basically a little curved, kind of like a dildo that goes in your butt.
Oh, shit.
And it's supposed to stimulate your prostate. So that's what I'm saying, dudes. There's so much out there sexually that you might want to try.
I think a lot of men feel like if you're being penetrated and you're a guy, that's not heterosexual to them. To some men.
But the thing is this. Being gay and sexuality is two different things.
Yeah.
Being gay is being attracted to men. That's gay.
Yeah.
Or I forgot what you're supposed to call it. The politically correct. A woman who's attracted to a woman is a lesbian.
Yeah.
A man that's attracted to a man
is a homosexual.
Yeah, it's gay.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, this website is pretty gay. And some of it is really hard to look at.
It's geared toward, gay men.
Right. And it's hard to look at.
Yeah.
But if you can get past all the gay stuff,
yeah.
I mean, and look at the products and say, that's what I'm saying. If your marriage or your relationship is struggling, you need to be on code red.
Yeah. And we're not saying like something's wrong with being gay. That's a preference. We have no problem with that at all.
Yeah.
And in fact, the first time I ever seen anything gay is I came to San Francisco. And there was the free cable access channel. And we sitting there on the couch trying to find something to watch, and just happened to pass this channel, and it was two dudes doing each other. Now, I'm a kid. I've never seen this in my life. It was quite shocking, and I think it scarred me for life. But, I grew to know what this was, and this is a preference for some people. Some people were born like that, however it is. But, hey, I don't have a problem with it at all. It's just not for me. But yeah, I seen it. I had to learn about it, what was going on with it, and it's an entire culture.
Right.
They have a whole culture around this thing. So I don't think if we dip into their culture as far as using their tools, their marital aids and things like that, there's nothing wrong with that. You should be able to look at it objectively and use what benefits you. Because women use things like Benoit balls, stuff like that. And we should, I think using cock rings and even dildos or any of those things is beneficial to a man. Because, if you if you're lacking in some area, those things will help you out. It could save your relationship.
Mm-hmm. And just being open.
Yeah.
A lot of women, if their dude was just open to stuff, is half the battle. Yeah. A lot of women too. Mm-hmm. Wish they dude was open. You know, just to different ideas. I mean, you know, like I know, the easiest woman to sleep with is a married woman.
Yeah.
And it's just because they've been put in like this little box, and that's not them. Mm-hmm. You know.
Yeah, because even nowadays, when you hear the song about eating the booty like groceries, there's people that have been licking ass for years, and I'm sure that one song has gotten some people to try it. You know, they're experimenting with it now, all because it's it's
mainstream.
Out there. It's mainstream. It's public.
Right. I'm crazy.
But that's what happens. It's one of those things that people do, which is quite all right. Mm-hmm. Do what you do behind closed doors. Just don't do it in public where people can see you.
And like you said, if you're doing something that's trying to help, a relationship and all this and that, there's nothing wrong with it.
No, keep it going.
And when you're in a committed relationship, hey, you know what? Be adventurous. Be spontaneous. Step out of your little shell. You might learn something.
Yeah, why not? You gotta be open to learn things all day. You're never too old to learn new stuff. Like they say, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. That's not true. An old dog can learn new tricks.
Yep. You just gotta be patient with them to learn it.
That's right.
I don't know what my next topic is. My iPad dead.
Well, I guess I'll move into mine. We gotta keep this show rolling because we do it as fast as we can. So my next topic is, when people say once a cheater, always a cheater, or you can't make a hoe a housewife.
Right.
Now we've actually said these things to be true all these years. Mm-hmm. It's true. You can't make a hoe a housewife. We laugh about it. We think it's funny, but in a lot of times it's not true. Now, Dr. Phil says, repeated cheaters or repeated forgivers of cheaters have no chance of a successful relationship, and they can only change when they are ready. That's the true statement behind it. Because a person's going to be who they want to be because it's their choice. You can't change a person to be what you want them to be. Mm-hmm. Now, there are eight bullet points for forgiving a cheater and making sure that they're on the right path to forgiveness and to have a successful relationship. The first one is full disclosure. They tell you what happened, everything that happened, no matter how bad it hurts. I did this to her. I slept with 25 women. Whatever. You got to spill the beans. As a point of a come to Jesus moment. They call it. So you just tell her what happened, or him what happened. I'm not just talking about a man or a woman. I'm saying you tell the other person what happened. Now, a man telling a woman what happened, to us, we don't view having sex with another woman as women view it. We don't think it's so bad.
I do.
It's like, hey, I fucked her. So what? But we look at a woman having sex with another man as hella bad. It's like, because you haven't any. He did stuff to you, and you probably put his dick in your mouth. I'm never going to kiss you again.
Stop kissing the kids.
Yeah, stop kissing the kids, and don't drink after me. So that's number one. Full disclosure, you have to be honest about everything that happened. Mm-hmm. Number two is commitment to change behavior.
Okay.
You have to commit to say, hey, I was wrong. I'm going to change. And it looks like you're changing. You can't just act the same way and think everything's going to be fine.
Right.
So you have to have a commitment to change your behavior. Number three is admission of fault. Now that admission says that it was my fault. You know what I'm saying? It's not you, it's me. I did that. Mm-hmm. So don't try to flip it on the other person and say I did this because you did so and so. You can't say that. You have to admit that it's your fault. That's number three. Number four is patience with the process. Mm-hmm. That means it's not going to happen tomorrow, but you hopefully it's not going to take any years to happen, but you want it to run its course. Don't expect instant fixes. You have to have patience with the process. Number 5.
Just all fucked up over here.
This is gonna be an interesting podcast.
Yeah, iPad dead, falling off the table.
Number 5 is he or she knows the reasons why it happened. And those reasons may, in their mind, have something to do with you, but in reality, they didn't. It was all they fucking fault. Number 6 is a new outlook. That means, they're starting with a fresh chance. They have a new outlook, and they're trying to do new things to make your relationship successful. Number 7 is honestly sharing about the things you never knew before.
This is horrible.
So not only do you tell on yourself in number 1, but you tell some shit you got away with.
This is the worst advice ever.
Hey, I'm just saying how it happens. I don't advocate none of this shit. Don't do none of this shit as far as I'm concerned. But do it because this is the article I'm talking about. So the last one is changes in partner's environment. If the reason, not the reason, well, if the way you was cheating was you was hanging out with these dudes all the time, and those the same dudes you want to hang with, and y'all be fucking bitches, you might want to change your environment. If you're blaming the dudes for the act itself, which you shouldn't do.
No.
You fucking bitches is your fault.
Yeah.
Nobody puts a pussy on your dick.
Yeah.
Although your friends don't discourage it either. Your friends actually encourage it.
It's so funny because I was actually opposite. Like, if I ever hung with somebody and they were married or something, I didn't never want them to do no dirt. Like, I don't want you to do no dirt. Like, you be the good dude. Let me be the bad
dude. you taking bitches away from me.
Yeah, I don't know what my next topic's going to be.
Well, that makes sense. So, we've almost done a full show. We're missing like a rant, and I don't have the letter either, but it's still been pretty good.
Okay, wait a minute. I think I remember the fuck. Give us a second.
It's almost like a live show.
The letter was how many. I'm gonna mess it all up. So whatever. But I know the gist of it. But basically, it was how many people could a person sleep with before they're considered a hoe?
2. Any more than 1, she's a hoe.
That's not fair.
I don't think there's a specific number.
Yeah. But what about the double standard between women and men?
The double standard is alive and well. It's not fair, but it's there. I didn't create it.
So, like, if a dude sleeps with a bunch of girls, he's a player.
Yeah.
And if a girl sleeps with a bunch of dudes, she's a hoe.
She's a player too, but she's a hoe. And he's a hoe too.
Right, and I think that's the thing about it. When people start talking about society and, society says this and society says that, fuck what society says. Yeah. What do you say?
Yeah.
If you're a woman and you think a dude sleeping with 100 women is a player and that's okay with you, well, that's okay with you.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't put nothing. How many, if your girl came to you and been like, she slept with 40 dudes, would have treated her any different?
No. I would rather her tell me, and she doesn't have to tell me either. It's not like, hey, I'm requiring that you tell me how many. If she says she slept with 40 dudes, I'm not going to treat her any different because I've, slept with quite a few women.
Mm.
I mean, because I've never met a woman that had my numbers. So there's no way that I'd be, looking at her wrong because I'd be like, well, shit,
Well, she had a life before you.
Yeah, a whole life.
Right.
And hopefully that life brought her experiences which benefit me right now. And so, like, because of those 40 dudes, you now know how to give me a proper reach around.
Right. And then I was telling somebody that if this goes back to my philosophy about the crazy woman or whatever, when you a lot of people, when you get these people out of high school, high school sweethearts and all this other stuff. They've slept with one or two people, and then you wonder why your girl fucking the pool guy. It's just because she doesn't have anything else. She just had your boring ass for 20 years or 10 years, or you had her boring butt for all this time. That's what I'm saying. You need to do stuff to spice up your relationship.
Yeah.
And instead of, you know what? Somebody told me, my best friend gave me the best advice ever. I was like, man, I feel like I'm going to go do some dirt. I feel like I'm going to go cheat. He said, just jerk off and then see if you still want to go do dirt.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I want to go do dirt. So I did it. Jerked off. I didn't even want to go do no dirt no more.
It's like a miracle drug.
I was like, yeah, that was good advice.
Yeah.
And it's something so, you do so much stupid stuff when you're horny.
Yeah.
Horny or hungry. Never go grocery shopping when you're hungry, and never call people when you're horny.
Yeah, you end up with a lot of kids' snacks and bullshit and stuff that you eat right now. You don't end up with nothing you can cook when you're hungry.
So to the answer to the question, if a person sleeps with, now I don't understand. Now the question could have been if a person sleeps with two people at the same time. Does that make them a hoe?
I think no, it just makes her adventurous or him adventurous. I mean, I don't think what makes you a hoe is accepting money for sex.
Right.
Now, as many people, you could be in a fucking orgy, but that to me that don't make you a hoe.
Yeah.
That just makes you interesting.
Right. A hoe is you get paid for it.
Yeah, a hoe is paid for sex. That's pretty much it.
Right.
You know?
We pay anyway.
Yeah, indirectly they
Right.
say. Yeah. But
So you are the hoe.
I just pay for the movie and the dinner.
Yeah. You just indirectly pay for it.
That's what people's rationale is, and I say to that is a hoe is direct payment.
Right. Direct
Money
payment.
in the hand or on the dresser.
Right. That's hoe.
But
A
I'm
slut-
about to eat anyway.
But what's a slut?
Now a slut
Would
is
be the one in the orgy.
Well, no, one that's in an orgy all week. One orgy does not a slut make.
So one orgy is not a slut.
No, having an orgy every night for a week may make you a slut. Sleeping with all the friends in a crew, that's a slut.
Right. Slut is accompanied by slutty behavior.
Yeah, sleeping with all the boys in your class, that's a slut.
Okay, but so now what if you're a girl or a guy who really wants a relationship? You hang out with this person, you think they want a relationship, you guys have sex, they don't want a relationship, and you don't talk, they don't want to talk to you or you don't want to talk to them. A couple months later, you meet somebody else, same thing happens. I mean, that doesn't really make you a slut.
No, that's a serial monogamous.
Yeah.
Or a serial dater.
That doesn't really make you a slut.
No.
It just makes you... Slut is when your intentions are slutty.
Yeah, when you're sleeping with brothers and cousins intentionally.
Right, when you're intentionally fucking people just to be fucking people with no regard, no feelings, no nothing, that's a slut.
Yeah.
Not a person who is, liking the people and... I don't know.
With genuine feelings, yeah.
But what if you really like having sex, but you don't want a relationship, and you sleep with multiple people? Then I think that makes you a slut.
Yeah, I mean you're a happy slut, but you're a slut,
Right?
But not in a mean, nasty way. It's like some girls do realize that they're sluts, and in actuality, most women have had a slutty year.
Okay.
in their lives. Most women, I believe, have had a slutty year.
Well, I said it like this. I think we did. I don't know if we did it on a podcast or were we just talking. But if you look at the average person, right? If a girl gets a boyfriend in January and they're together 6 months, she makes them wait 6 months before they have sex. They have sex after the 6 months. They break up over something stupid, right? Mm-hmm. You're in January, February, March, April, May, June, July. She's single. And, she's like, I'm not doing it right. April, May, June, July, August, September, October. November, she's with this guy for 3 months. They have sex. So she had sex twice in a year. Mm-hmm. Well, if she's done that since she's 20 and she's 30, she could easily be 24 guys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And that's not a high number for today's standards.
And then you think about it. She went on vacation. She got drunk at a party. She hooked back up with an ex. I mean... the average female, and you think about it, if she's in a relationship with a guy and they have average sex twice a week, maybe four times a session. Woo!
And then for men being such predators and all, why is it that we only hear about girl gets drunk at a party, gets fucked? You never hear the story about the dude that gets drunk at a party and he gets fucked.
And it happens. Male rape is a real thing. It's happened to people close to me. I know somebody who has 2 kids, and he said he didn't want another one, and she raped him.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they have said that male rape is real. I mean, because your response of your genitalia responds by things it's stimulated, not because you want it to.
Right, and that's and because it responds is not okay.
Right.
That's still rape.
Yeah, because just because her pussy wet don't mean you can fuck her. That's rape if she don't want it.
Oh, okay.
No means no.
I was like, what?
Yeah, just because my dick is hard. I mean, I might be looking at my favorite food. Or I could be thinking, oh shit, payday's tomorrow, and my dick gets hard. It's stimulus.
Your dick get hard on payday?
Yeah. it's stimulus.
That's really weird.
That's right. If I think of macaroni and cheese, my dick gets hard.
You think of food in your dick get hard?
That's right.
Wow. That's kind of amazing.
I love it.
I think of food and my dick stays the same. I think of big titties, ass or something.
See? Ass with macaroni and cheese is even better.
Wow, you would eat the ass like some macaroni and cheese?
That's included in groceries.
you better not, let her listen to this. You're gonna come home from work and she's gonna be sitting at the door with some macaroni and cheese on her ass.
She was sitting at the kitchen table, sitting in a bowl of macaroni and cheese. Like, it's ready.
You ready to eat this ass like mac and cheese?
Kraft cheese and macaroni. Ass cheese and macaroni.
Hey, so this episode started out really good and then went really south.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, my iPad died with all my notes on there. And there was so much more to talk about with this cock rings and...
But maybe that was a good thing if y'all didn't want to hear that shit. Boy, I'm glad his iPod died because I want to hear more about jock cocks and atomic cock jocks.
Atomic ball stretchers. I'm telling you. Man, this going to help somebody, man. Please, hey, you can email us pictures of the products that you used and how you use them.
But not while they're on you.
Because we actually don't know how to use none of the products. So if you, I'm going to order some stuff and I'll give you some updates.
See.
And I'm gonna order him some stuff too, so he can go home and use it.
Order a ball stretcher.
I'm going to ball stretcher and a vibrating cock ring.
Oh no!
That glows in the dark. I'm telling you.
Wow.
Things like that is what we need.
That's the future.
Hey, keep those comments coming and the questions. I'm sorry if I messed up your question. Hope we answered it on Who's a Slut. My rant was this. It's gonna be a quick rant. My rant is people taking their podcast personal.
Whoa, yeah.
So I've had a few incidents where people have asked questions through text messages. So if you guys know me, you know that I send out a text message and I'll ask a question. Like, do you like fingers up your ass? and, I might respond on the podcast about something. So there was a question to ask, and I said the question was stupid. I don't know what kind of mood I was in that day, but I said the question was stupid, and the person got offended. And it's like I almost forget sometimes that the questions and stuff are real people.
Yeah.
And so don't take it personal. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I forget, and I don't mean it to be mean or anything. I just kind of forget what the question is, and I talk to so many people about this relationship shit that I forget. So I apologize. Stop taking shit so personal. Those some sensitive motherfuckers. We still haven't came up with a name for our followers, and I'm thinking it's going to be somewhere on the lines of sensitive motherfuckers.
Oh no!
But yeah, we gotta come up. We gotta come up with a name. If you guys got any names, email us at
grownmenchoppingitup@gmail.com.
grownmenchoppingitup@gmail.com.
Or you can call us or text us if you know us personally.
You already know it's just calls in Texas.
Yeah, my brother listens often, so.
M-Tone. And, you know, the people that we have that are not from the United States that follow us, we appreciate you guys, man. It looks good to look on the map of where we're being seen at and see these different countries.
Yeah.
Who knew 2 guys sitting in the basement, you know.
In Richmond, California.
Yeah, they just reached that far. We appreciate you guys. And we're trying to help some people today.
Yeah, make sure you send us an email, too. We want to know who you are and what you like about the show and what you don't like about the show.
Right. You know, and if you want your balls stretched, go to Ox Balls. Get you a ball stretcher. Everybody should have man-sized balls. And if you don't, you know, I'm looking at Bulldog silicone head harness.
What the hell a head harness gonna do?
I don't know what that does. Oh no. Oh no. Look at that one.
Oh, it's a brute silicone fuck plug. Goodness gracious.
That's bad.
That's brutal.
Oh.
Yeah, if you try any of that stuff, be sure to write into us and let us know how it was.
Oh. That's not right.
The humanity.
Oh. Okay, hey, we out.
All right, y'all.
That was bad. So that concludes our show tonight. We know there's a lot of podcasts you could be listening to.
And should be listening to.
So we thank you for riding with us. I'm J.R. Ryder.
And I'm Kerry with a K. Make sure you look us up on Facebook or Instagram or get at us on grownmenchoppingyitup@gmail.com. That's spelled out GROWNMENCHOPPINGITUP. And remember, everybody kneeling ain't praying.
Peace.